What is up, guys? My name is Day, but you might know me as DayCyberwox. I am the founder of Cyberwox Academy, and I am also a cybersecurity professional and college student. And today's video, we're going to be analyzing a packet capture from Malware Traffic Analysis.net. But before we get into the video, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. As you can see, I've been walking through some malware traffic analysis scenarios, so my goal is to be working through these scenarios and complete as many as I can. In as much, just complete as many as I can. So definitely keep an eye out. Definitely subscribe, turn on post notifications, and like the video, subscribe. I said subscribe multiple times. Also share the video, comment everything. All of that helps with the YouTube algorithm, helping us to get more subscribers and just helping us grow and get noticed by more people who will find the video beneficial. Also, be sure to check out my personal channel, DayCyberwox, where you're gonna find tons of resources to help you in cybersecurity career. So tons of videos, labs, all that fun stuff. You can find that there. And also, if you're looking to get this lab set up where I'm able to analyze PCAPs and also run them through Security Onion, I have a video in my channel where I show you how to do it. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but you can go straight to my channel first of all and of course subscribe, and then scroll down to the Security Onion playlist, and then the second video walks you through exactly how you can set up this lab and be able to run through packet captures in Security Onion. So definitely check it out. Definitely fun to do. So with that said, before I go, of course I want to show you our website, so be sure to check out my website, cyberwoxacademy.com, where you can find tons of resources to help you in cybersecurity career. So all of that aside, let's dive right into the purpose of today's video. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be analyzing this packet capture from malwaretrafficanalysis.net. I really like this website. I've been enjoying it for a couple of weeks now. This has been pretty much what I've been doing the whole time. So we're going to be walking through this one from 24th of February 2015, and we're going to be helping out an inexperienced analyst. So let's open that. Alright, cool. Let me close that so we don't have too many tabs open. So in this scenario, it is another evening shift at your organization's security operations center. One of the analysts is looking through some traffic that occurred while your snort-based intrusion detection system was offline. The traffic had triggered a non-specific alert of possible malicious activity from another IDS. The analyst is relatively new and is not experienced with malicious traffic. That analyst asks you for help. You review and document the following: so date and time of the activity, IP address of the associated desktop or laptop computer, host name of the associated desktop or laptop computer, MAC address of the associated desktop or laptop computer, brief summary of the activity. You have Security Onion installed on the desktop at your work center, so you can replay the PCAP and generate alerts. So we have that, and we've done that. So let me group this back. So we have all of the alerts consolidated here, and some of the other analysts have Snort installed on their computers, and they can read the PCAP for you. So unfortunately, this new version of Security Onion, Security Onion 2.3.7.0, does not have Snort included. Hopefully in the next release they add Snort to it, because it's definitely a great tool. But I could also install Snort and just like run that PCAP against it, but we're totally fine with Suricata. We have enough to walk through this alert, and you might have enough experience that you don't even need to look at the alerts. You might know what's going on just from review of the PCAP. But we're gonna use both Security Onion and Wireshark to run through this PCAP. So let's get this started. All right, so I have my notes. All right, cool. I have the date here so that I can paste that. All right, cool. So let's just kind of just run through what we have in Security Onion. So as we can see, Security Onion detected a bunch of different alerts, majorly high alerts. Some medium ones is high alerts, and medium alerts. All right, and low alerts. Okay, and we are seeing a bunch of like stuff with vulnerable Java version, blah blah blah, possible malware, various EK. So EK stands for exploit kit, and see this Java archive download by vulnerable client. Okay, and then we start seeing a bunch of Fiesta, exploit kit Fiesta. So if we don't have previous knowledge of Fiesta exploit kit, we can do a quick Google search. But before I do a Google search, let me just ungroup this so I can have a chronological order of how things happen. So that's fine. So let's do a quick Google search for Fiesta exploit kit. Exploit kit. All right. Okay, so we have a bunch of blogs here. We have this one. We have this one. I'm definitely gonna read all of these blogs. Because definitely a learning experience, learning about these new exploit kits and how they work. I guess that's enough. Let's look at this. Not so offensive after all. Okay, so we can see that the Fiesta exploit kit works by compromising the website chosen based on how insecure or secure it is. Some attacks simply scan for a vulnerable website to use it as a main attack launch point. Once the website is compromised, visitors are redirected to the Fiesta EK landing page via an IP address gate controlled by the threat actors. From here, different exploits are downloaded based on the target machine's characteristics. If successful, malware is downloaded, thus compromising the target system. So we can go through all this analysis, but let's look at what Fiesta is saying. What Malwarebytes is saying. Short bio. So Fiesta exploit kit is an exploit kit that checks the user's browser and versions of the plugins he's using. As we saw here, it's based on how secure or insecure the browser is, and that is how it determines which exploit can be successfully served. This means that if you happen to come across a Fiesta landing page with multiple vulnerable products, this will lead to receiving exploits for all of them. Okay, so I guess what the essential summary of the Fiesta exploit kit is, it is served through vulnerable websites, and according to what we have here, once the website is compromised, visitors are then redirected to the landing page via an IP address that's controlled by the threat actor. So I think that's pretty much what we need to know. This is just like more information about it. You can close this out. Enter an anniversary. So yeah, definitely could learn more from these. This is from Sans, so definitely could be some really valuable information there. So yeah, I'll be reading these after I'm done with the analysis after the video is over. You can also check those out if you want to learn more about the exploit kit. All right, so we already know how it works. So essentially, user is on a compromised website, and then they click a link, and then the link redirects them to the landing page, and then everything bad happens from there. So the exploit is downloaded, and if it's successful, the malware is downloaded. All right, cool. And this is typical for how exploit kits work. So it essentially goes from a landing page, and then the exploit is downloaded from the landing page through either Flash or Java or Silverlight or any other kind of extension like that, and then the malware payload is downloaded, and then if it's successful, the victim's device is then compromised. So that's just basically how an exploit kit works generally. All right, so we want to find all this information. So date and time, IP address. Okay, so let's get into doing that. So let's quickly make. So we say IP address is this. Let me just put this uppercase. IP address and host name is this, and MAC address. I cannot spell MAC address. There we go. And summary of what happened. All right, awesome. So let me just put spaces in between these. All right, cool. So let's go into Wireshark and kind of just do a quick analysis of what's happening. Want to get quick information, so definitely want to get IP address, host name, MAC address, all of that out of the way easily. We can use either DHCP by bootp. So let me take out caps lock. bootp, where we can see DHCP information. I don't think we're gonna find much from DHCP information here. Okay, it looks like we're able to get a host name, so we're able to get Stephanie PC. We can also use NBNS. I saw some name resolution right on the top here. Okay, so yeah, so this is some name resolution with NBNS. So we can just filter for NBNS, and we can see all of that Stephanie PC. So We know that's definitely PC appears to be the only workstation here. Other ones are just like random domains and work group, which is like the probably like the local LAN that Stephanie PC is trying to connect to. So let's put the host name. So host name is Stephanie PC. IP address. So we'll look at the source IP 10.10.100.139. So 10.10.100.139. All right, and then the MAC address. So we can get that from the Ethernet header, and we can just grab this. So copy value. So Hewlett P. So that's like a HP device, Hewlett Packard. So we can just paste that here. All right, cool. So that's the MAC address that we need, and then we want to have a summary of what happened. So we've gotten the basic information we need. Now we just gotta like get a summary of what exactly happened in this packet capture. So let's go back to the original packet capture, and since we already know the IP address of the user, we can just add that as a filter. So we'll just say IP ADDR equals to or is what's that IP address 10.10.100.139. All right, cool. And we'll just also filter for HTTP traffic since we know that we're the exploit kit was from a compromised website. So I'm gonna say something here. Oh, okay. So and all right, and an HTTP traffic. All right, cool, awesome. So we have a view of like HTTP traffic going on here. So this first one was Microsoft something, google.co.uk, and then they went to this very first website, so legacylivespaces.com, and then this FTP. Okay, this definitely looks weird. This is a .serve FTP, and that domain definitely looks ugly. So it's definitely suspicious from first sight. And we see it repeated over and over again. So let's see. Okay, we have a bunch of other things going on, but let's analyze that first communication. So we have like, this is the first iteration of legacylivespaces.com. So let's follow that TCP stream. All right, cool. So it looks like they went to okay after a Google search. So they did this Google search. Let's paste that Google search and see what it yields. So whenever you see a refer, that's like the previous link that that navigated them to the current website they are. So keep that in mind when you see refer. So let's see that Google search and what it did. Okay, so we'll lead them to this website, and it's using HTTPS right now. So it definitely wasn't using HTTPS in that particular packet capture because all of the stuff we're seeing is it's encrypted, so it's not encrypted. So yeah, but that's fine. Let's go back to our Wireshark. All right, so we see legacy live spaces, and then this is what they requested, and this is what they got. Okay, so it looks like this is the date. Okay, cool. And then there's like a style header here, and embedded in that header is that particular domain that we saw earlier on that was looking weird. So that's definitely suspicious. That's suspicious. So I definitely copy that, add that to my notes. Now I'm a lot more suspicious about that domain. All right, so what I can do is I want to see what this serves. So let me I can save this as an HTML file and just gonna see what was presented and see if we can even actually see this particular see where this was hidden in the web page. So let's save as, and my desktop I'll save it as landing page .html so we can open it in our browser. All right, so let me move this. Okay, and let's open that. Okay, so it definitely looks ugly. I mean, we didn't get the whole HTML we're just opening the HTML file. There's a lot of JavaScript in it, so it's not gonna look as beautiful as it actually looks in real life, but it's totally fine, or however it looked in real life. Let's try to find that particular domain. So mpmz, I totally forgot what it was. mpzf something, mpzf. You know what? It'd be better to copy that and just paste that in the search in the find bar. So copy and then paste that. Okay, so we have one match, but I don't see anything here. I do not see that. Let's highlight. Okay, highlight. I don't see anything highlighted here, so it's definitely hidden, right? It was definitely hidden somewhere, and yeah, so that link is definitely hidden somewhere. I'm in a header somewhere where we can't see it. And then once the user accesses the page according to what we have here, so once the user accesses the page, they're then redirected to that. Okay, so let's look at if that happened with this. So we know that looks like a landing page, and that potentially malicious domain is there. So let's see if there's any redirection to it. Let's go back to Wireshark and let's go back to our filter. All right, so this is what happened here. HTTP blah blah served all of this stuff, and then we have this right here. So it eventually went to this particular domain, and it looks like let's see if we look at the referrer. So remember, I just mentioned that the referrer is what was the previous page that linked to it. So the referrer happens to be legacylifespaces.com. So legacylifespaces.com is the landing page that then redirected to this malicious domain, which we can confidently confirm that this is definitely a malicious domain. So this was the full request URI. So yeah, so I think I have a good grasp of what happened, and this happened between right here. Let me just follow TCP stream and just get the date of when this happened. So this happened right about 4:06:05 when the user opened that page. Let's see if there's anything else. So okay. So I can just say this happened right around 4:06:05. I want to see the part where it redirected to the malicious domain. It's probably not in this part. Okay, so that was the start of something. Let's go back to our search. Oh, I should have copied that. Okay, let's do the search, and then since this is where it started from, I'll follow the TCP stream, and then I'll copy this. So it happened between this time and let's go back, get our query back up again, and this is when it redirected to, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's be sure it's the right query. Okay, so this is when it redirected to this. So let's look at the time that happened. So follow TCP stream, and this was at 4. Okay, so this was time is not showing on this part, but it's showing on here. So 4:06:12 GMT. So let me copy that as well and bring that to my notes. All right, cool. Okay, so I can say between Tuesday, February 2015, between this time right here, or 6:05, to that. All right, cool. We can get a quick summary. So on Tuesday, 24th February 2015, within 4, 6, and 4 4605 or 4612. That's a couple of seconds. User, let's just assume the user's name is Stephanie, since their name is Stephanie PC. User Stephanie accessed a vulnerable landing page, and that landing page was this http://legacylive.com. Access the vulnerable landing page. This, and let's defang that, because we don't want, just in case someone's looking through our notes online, we don't want them to accidentally click that and go to that page, and which contained the redirected to malicious domain, this. So this is essentially how I like write my notes to give a summary of what happened. MPs, and then let me just put that in quotes, and then defang it, of course. Defang it here as well. All right, cool. Oh, that was incorrect. All right, which redirected to malicious domain. This appears to be a hosting domain for the Fiesta exploit kit. Fiesta exploit kit. Okay, so we know like that web traffic happened, but we don't really know if the exploit was like downloaded to the device, if anything happened after that. But how we can find that out is, let's close that, because now all we just know is Stephanie went to legacylive.com, and then she was redirected to this malicious domain. So how are we sure if what happened? So essentially how exploit kits work is you go to a landing page, and then the exploit is usually downloaded either via Flash, Java, Silverlight, or a bunch of other kinds of like extensions, and then the malware payload after that, depending on the host, victim, or whatever set parameter, is successful, and the attack is the victim's device has been compromised. So let's confirm if anything was downloaded, right? So let us clear this out so we can draw solid conclusions. So a good way to know this is like to try to export objects. So we can go to export objects, HTTP, and let's try to find to see if there's anything happened for that MP space. That I think I had it copied before. Oh, wrong one. Let's see if there was any sort of like downloads from that MPZFP. Okay, so we see a bunch of things happening here. So right here we see first things first, we have this application /x shockwave flash. So this is definitely one way that exploit kits are downloaded, with shockwave flash, and then X Silverlight app. This is another telltale sign of an exploit kit being downloaded. And these are both like 10 kilobytes. So the exploit kit occurred twice. And then we have these octet streams. So our main concerns are the applications that were downloaded. So all of the text, all that stuff is we're not really concerned about that. For the exploit kit, we're gonna be focusing on the application. So we know like this was there, and then this appears to be the malware payload, the octet stream. So octet stream. So it's downloaded. The malware payload was downloaded 5 times. And this is could also possibly be another exploit kit for the Fiesta EK. So Java, blah, blah. Okay, so yeah, so we're very sure that it was definitely downloaded, and the user's device was definitely compromised by this. So let us confirm that. So this appears to be hosting domain. Okay, so let's say that which directs to this appears to be a hosting domain for Fiesta exploit kit. User appeared. User's device appeared to have been compromised. We can safely assume that by so from data analysis we can safely assume that user's device was compromised. So let's look at the answers and see how far we got. So malware, let's have my notes. Let me put this to the side so I can look at it side by side. All right, cool. So click here to see if your answers were accurate. So let's click that. And here we see, okay, so date and time of the activity. I said 24th February 2015 between 4:06:05 and 4:06:12. Okay, so this was not an exact correct. I guess it was partially correct, but this was a better estimate. So 4:04 to 4:07 UTC. IP address of the computer, the 139, correct. Host name was Stephanie. MAC address was this. All right, so we have all of that down. And user viewed the website on the computer and was hit with the Fiesta exploit kit. So yeah, we had I guess too much information, but that's totally fine. And this is what the snort event generated, as you can see, all of that. And then so this is what snort would have generated if we had that with our Security Onion. Pretty much the same thing we had, just looking at our Security Onion alerts, a bunch of like exploit kit. So Story Caught Up, does the job pretty well. So that's totally fine. All right, so we have a second breakpoint here. So it says, see the image below for some follow-up questions for your report. The domain and IP address of the Fiesta EK traffic. Okay, so this is the domain for this Fiesta EK traffic. We have that. Oh, I didn't even properly define it. This and this. All right, cool. So we can just copy that and just add that to our notes. Domain for Fiesta EK traffic. And then IP address for Fiesta EK traffic. All right, so let's grab the IP address for that. We saw that, let's get that filter back up that we were using in the past. All right, cool. So let's go scroll back up. Okay, so IP address associated with that is 69.64.49.212. So let's document that. As you can see, it's the one that has this mpzfprxfdn, the serveftp.com. So let's get that down. So 69.64.49.212. So that is the IP address for that domain, 69.64.49.212. Cool. And was the computer infected? Yes, the computer was definitely infected. We saw signs of that already when we try to export objects. Go to HTTP and we filter for that particular domain. So let's clear that out. And yeah, we saw that the exploit kit was definitely downloaded. As we can see for with the telltale sounds of like the X Shockwave Flash and the X Silverlight app, and then a bunch of other payloads here. So octastream. So it definitely was encrypted. Sorry, it definitely was infected. And if so, what traffic was generated by the infected computer? I guess obviously the traffic generated by the infected computer. I guess that is pretty much the infected computer downloading the malicious file. So I guess that answers that question. So let's look at the answer to see what we have. Click here. All right, so domain and IP of the Fiesta exploit kit. So we have the domain correct, and we have the IP correct as well. So was the computer infected? Yes, we already have that stated here. User's device appears to have been compromised, and Traffic generated by the affected computer appears to be click fraud traffic. Okay. IP address. Okay. Okay, I guess this was the traffic generated by the computer, by the infected computer, and we can try to filter for that. So we can just say, source IP, sorry, IP dot source, and we can just specify HTTP, and I guess we can see a bunch of some of the same things here. So this was, yes, this is after what happened. It looks like yeah, so this is definitely what happened. This was the traffic that was generated by the computer. All right, cool. And I guess that is classified as click for traffic. So let's move on to the next step. So your manager wants one more thing for the report. See the image below for some follow-up actions. Okay, so your manager would like a sample of the malware delivered by the Fiesta exploit kit. Malware payloads for Fiesta EK are encrypted. So look through the February 4, 2015 blog post on here. That blog post has a link for a Python script that would decrypt the malware payload after you extract it from Wireshark. All right, cool. So first thing we have to do is, first of all, extract the malware payload from Wireshark, and we know what the malware payload is. So HTTP, and let's paste that domain in there. Let's clear this out. Oh shoot, let's open that one back up. HTTP and paste that. Clear out what we don't need. All right, so we can just pick any of the ones that have the application. So I'm just gonna filter 2986. So 2986. All right, and then I will save that as save. Oh, click on that and then save. All right, so save it on my desktop as well. Let's save it as. I'll save it as encrypted payload. Encrypted payload. Encrypted payload. All right, cool. So I don't think we need Wireshark anymore since we've already gotten that downloaded. We can close our notes down. Let's put this to the side. And we can see right here we have the encrypted payload. So if we open a terminal, let me put a new window for terminal. So if we open a new window for terminal and navigate to desktop, and we do a cat for the encrypted payload, we see it's encrypted. So this is obviously encrypted. All right, so let's clear that screen. All right, cool. So your manager would, okay, so look through. So we need a Python script to decrypt this malware payload. So let's go to blog.0x3a.com. So blog.0x3a.com. And we're looking for the blog from February 4th, 2015. So this is 2016. So let's go to 2015, February 4th, 2015. What's this one? This is August 17th. We're looking for February 4th. June 1st. April 30th, March 26th, February 4th. Awesome. Let's open that. This was a really, really cool blog. I'll definitely be checking it out after I'm done with this video. All right, so looks like the time the payloads were not encrypted, so you could see them. Nowadays, these guys are encrypting the payload transferred to a client after successful exploitation of a browser plugin or the browser itself. So in this blog entry, I go through the steps of how the Fiesta exploit works. Okay, so this is definitely an in-depth analysis of the exploit kit. But what we were looking for here really is the payload, is the Python script. So you can go ahead and read the whole thing and learn more about it. But what we're really concerned about is the Python script. So let me just, looks like a copy from here. Okay, cool, awesome. Looks like this is is this a Python script? Oh no, that it is. Oh, that is, yeah, that is not the Python script. Yeah, that is not the Python script. So let's do F. Let's just type Python, so we can just easily find that. So we can decrypt it, blah blah. Dive into the PDF. Just find any other Python. Okay. So okay, right here. The script is available from GitHub as part of my tools repository. So let's go to GitHub. All right, cool. Let's just copy this code right here. So that's a script. So Fiesta payload decryptor.py. Awesome. And in our desktop, let us just use nano payload decryptor. So we say payload. I'm just gonna say decryptor. Decryptor.py. And I'm gonna paste that here. So it looks like this Python script. Make sure you have a Python installed on your device, on your Ubuntu machine, and before you run this Python script, so you don't run into any errors. So I'm gonna save this. Control X, save, yes. All right, so we can simply run the Python script by doing decryptor.py. Oops, decryptor.py. And we run it against encrypted payload, and then we want it to come out as a file named decrypted. Ooh, decrypted.py not found. Interesting. Let's do chmod 777 decrypted.py, and let's run that one more time. That is weird. Decryptor.py. Oh, I'm supposed to be running it as a script. That's my mistake. Oh, there we go. All right. So yeah, I forgot to run it as a script. So decryptor.py against the encrypted payload, and we came up with this decrypted. So let's just do a cat decrypted. Sorry, cat decrypted. Okay, so it definitely looks decrypted. We still can't do much with it, but it has been decrypted, and we can analyze it. Maybe do like reverse engineering on it. I'm not good at reverse engineering just yet, but when I definitely learn how to do it, I'll definitely be working on doing reverse engineering on malware after decrypting it like this. So we have that. So we have that done. So we've pretty much answered that question, right? So has links for a link. All right. So that blog has a link for Python script that would decrypt malware payload after you extract it from Wireshark. All right. So since we have it decrypted, let's try to run it through VirusTotal. So we can plug it to VirusTotal and see what we get. Let's try to first of all run the encrypted one against VirusTotal and see what we get. So let's choose file, encrypted payload, and see. Okay, so right as it's encrypted, we're not seeing anything malicious in it, right? So let's keep that in mind, and let's now try to put in the decrypted one. So decrypted. All right, so it definitely makes a difference to have it decrypted, because that way we can detect all of this bad stuff that's on it. When it's decrypted, we can't really, we really can't know that it's malicious. But after decrypting it, we're able to see it is the pldecp.exe, and all of that fun stuff. That's everything else that's related to it. So this is definitely bad news. And we don't want this in our environment. We don't want our users having these on their devices. So we definitely now have to perform some remediative actions on Stephanie's PC. But let's go back to see if our answers were correct. All right, so get the payload and decrypted. So you need to extract the payload from Wireshark, which we did. The payload was sent multiple times. We saw that. It's 182, so we saved mine as extracted binary. We saved ours as an encrypted payload, and then we got the script, and we ran the script against it, and we submitted it to VirusTotal. So yeah, you can submit to the VirusTotal or reverse engineer the malware sample, which I'm not going to be doing in this video. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of this entire analysis. So there's more information in the PCAP. You'll find a compromised website that kicked off the infection chain of events, and you will be able to block it. Yeah, which is definitely a remediative step we want to have in our environment if this is a real life scenario. The EK sent an exploit before each malware payload. There's at least a Flash, Java, PDF, Silverlight, and IE exploit. I think we saw all of that. Let's quickly confirm that, because I know I saw Flash, correct? Java. Yeah, so we have a Java right here, and another Java right here, I believe. PDF, we got that. Silverlight, we got that, and IE exploit. I did not see a IE exploit, but we got pretty much all of it. But I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. We were able to like get a lot of information. I really like this one. It definitely is more than just like analyzing the PCAP. So we had to decrypt that file and everything. So it's definitely fun. It had like stuff, you know, embedded in it, and you know, we had to go through different layers. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the video, please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can get notified when I drop new lab videos. Once again, thank you for watching the video. I will see you in the next video or the next lab. Bye bye.